just at the common sound all over the nation, all over the world. The marching tapes of Uncle Sam's fighting men. This is a brief account of one unique group of them. Americans with Japanese faces and Japanese names.
The 442nd Regimental Combat Unit wholeheartedly dedicated their lives to fighting for America's freedom and proved their loyalty to the country despite the scrutiny and discrimination they faced. More than 12,000 Nisei, or second-generation Japanese Americans, volunteered from Hawaii and the United States mainland to fight in World War II. About 4,000 were enlisted. These fearless soldiers proved themselves on the battlefield, becoming the most decorated unit in United States history. After returning home from the war, many soldiers utilized their opportunity for a free education through the GI Bill, eventually shaping democratic politics in Hawaii. With World War II starting in September 1939, the United States chose to avoid conflict and remain isolated. That is, until the Japanese attacked Pearl Harbor on December 7, 1941, and bombed the American fleet. Entering the war shortly after, the United States started to distrust the Japanese Americans, sending them to internment camps and prohibited any Japanese citizens from joining the military. But the act was later reversed in 1943 due to the need of more men overseas in Europe.
It was a great feeling. It was a journey that I took on my own volition, serving my country as an American, exercising my right and duty.
The Japanese soldiers were sent to Europe, usually given seemingly impossible tasks. After two failed attempts at rescuing the 141st Regiment, commonly known as the Lost Battalion, the 442nd Regiment was able to break through the surrounding Germans and rescue the 200 men within 5 days, suffering more than 800 casualties in the process.
Our unit was different in the sense that when they ordered you to go, everybody, I wouldn't say everybody, but practically everybody, in unison they went.
After their heroic performance in saving the Lost Battalion, the 442nd Regiment was specifically requested in April 1945 to lead the breakthrough of the Gothic Line, an obstacle in northern Italy that had rendered the Allied powers stuck for 6 months. The breakthrough of German defenses led to the Allied powers chasing the Germans for a few weeks before they finally surrendered on May 2, 1945.
Line had held the Allies back for many months. They couldn't breach it. We were being used because they were the best troops. And that was it. We were. And at that time and place, nothing could hold us back.
The Nisei soldiers' go for broke motto, meaning to risk everything in an all-out effort, was also used in their lives after war, especially during college and their professional careers. The surviving veterans took their enthusiastic and determined spirit and directed it towards politics and shaping Hawaii's future, instilling the morale into future generations to come.
After the war, a number of them came back, used the GI Bill, and became professionals, lawyers, doctors, dentists, and I personally feel that they were part of the whole democratic movement that helped change Hawaii.
The Nisei soldiers wanted to secure their constitutional rights by helping Hawaii reach its statehood. The Democratic Party was made up of Japanese Americans, citizens who didn't want to be second class anymore, whereas the Republican Party worried about Hawaii becoming a state due to uncertainty regarding the population's diversity. Supported by the young veterans, the Democratic Party became favored in 1954 due to their progressiveness in fighting for laborers' rights, education, tax reforms, and advocating for Hawaii's statehood, which was gained on August 21, 1959. Becoming a state led to the securement of citizens' rights, the ending of plantations, and the strong grasp of democratic politics that is still true to this day.
Our generation is one that's benefited by all the heroic acts, not only in the war, but after they came back. We owe a debt of gratitude to all of them because they created a better society and environment for us to live in. This is why the centers here, we want to make sure that people understand their contributions to their legacies.
I think all World War II veterans, they have one wish. And the one wish that they all have is they want to be sure that the sacrifice that the veterans made are not forgotten.